Three different offenses, really, Chip, Lincoln, and now Jeff Levy. What's it been like just learning under all three coaches, offensive coordinators?
I would say a blessing. A blessing to just hear from all three, hear from all three different mentalities. Kind of see what got each of these guys here in their position, and it's very obvious. All very just honorable guys. Just very in love with their work, and it's been great to be around Coach Levy, a personal Oklahoma Sooner. Used to play offensive line too, so that's just been an amazing thing. Being around him as offensive coordinator, seeing how he runs stuff, also, and just having that old offensive line mentality behind him.
Is there a lot of that, just as far as kind of a power run game, wanting to get north-south a lot? Can you see that in what you guys are going to want to try to do?
Yeah.
That he was a former offensive lineman.
Yes, sir. I could see pretty much kind of equal right now, kind of just working everything, run and pass. But yeah, I could see his mentality definitely as far as wanting to attack. He's always saying we're going to be aggressive. Want to leave 60 on the head, and so he's a very aggressive offensive coordinator, and he's a very smart offensive coordinator. I've been enjoying being around him, and being with him in meetings.
Mentality-wise, is it maybe a return to trying to be more physical up front? I mean, you guys obviously talk about it, but maybe a more focused, concerted effort.
Yes, sir. Just being hard hats. Hard work in the dark, and just knowing that when we need to, we're gonna run the ball. He's not shy from that, and he's instilled that in us that needs to be something that's one of our tools.
Is that something that Schmitty focused from day one on? Is this way? It seems like Schmitty, he always starts with offensive, defensive line. Yeah. It seems like that's kind of his deal.
Yeah, no, there's been a very big emphasis on this running the team and running things to the front, and like he says, it starts up front, and he harps on us, setting the tone, and just being those people up front who are setting the tone for the day, and we've been working on that every day, and it's been something that's been sticking with us.
Chris, I asked Anton about this, about the NIL coming in.
Yes, sir.
When it came in, people said this is going to cause chemistry problems with particularly the quarterback getting a lot of money, everybody else not. You're an offensive lineman. You're pretty used to the quarterback getting all the attention. What kind of an effect has that? Has NIL been on the relationship among players?
I wouldn't really say it's been kind of like a thing yet. We kind of just have this year we have kind of a certain love for each other on this team, as far as there's not really a lot of division between offense and defense, and just we kind of just all show support for each other. So when somebody gets a deal, it's just we happy for them. It's never really been kind of that jealousy thing in this locker room, or kind of envious, and he eats, we all eat. So that's kind of been the mentality.
He said, I think Anton said you guys last year did a collective deal.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you're doing this year also?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we did a food deal with Sidelines, as far as we had a burrito for offensive line, a burrito and a sandwich, I believe. And yeah, I think we're gonna do it again this year. Trying to hopefully get some more deals between the offensive line too, some more food deals. Yeah, hopefully.
You kind of settled in at right guard here. You played center at UCLA. You did some other things.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your career a little bit, and you feel like this is where you're going to be. You're going to be a guard, or what do you think moving forward?
I feel like I'm be good wherever they need me to help the team. I feel like going forward and here right now. I have so much trust in Coach Beatembo, growing trust in Coach Venables that I'm comfortable wherever he puts me at. He's a great coach, so he's made it a thing for us to be versatile. And so being at center, being at left guard, being at right guard while I'm here, has equipped me for here and for whatever I meet the challenges going on this season. So I'm gonna be ready for wherever they need to put me at in the inside. I won't be playing tackle.
What did you think about your year last year?
I think it was a year where I got my foot out the door in the Big 12. Was able to bring some veteran experience to the offensive line. I for sure need to. Never gonna stop growing. Never gonna stop. Adding tools to my game. This offseason, very working on just getting very used to this offensive to where I don't have to think as much, and also cleaning up my penalties. I'm too old, too veteran to have the penalties I had last year, so that's one thing that I'm completely working on, and it's getting there, and I'm gonna clean it up.
Chris, what's been your first impressions of McCade and what's he bringing to the room?
Yeah, McCade actually, he's transferred from Cal, and so he's a California guy. So before him coming here, actually tapped in with me, and I encouraged him to come here, encouraged him to come compete for a spot, because here at Oklahoma, it's the best you're gonna play. And so I told him, let him know that there's always gonna be some people in front of him, but that if he came in here and worked hard, that he would have a chance to play. That's how Coach Beanable works, and that's what he's done. He's come in here and he's just put his head down and work. Very smart guy, coming from Cal Berkeley. That's one of the top universities in the country, and so it's just been it's good to have another veteran player, and just having some expertise in the game. He's not new to the offense, of course, but not new to the field, and so it's been great having him. He's a good guy, good spirit, and very smart.
Do you feel like in a way that you're always just kind of almost having to play catch up last year because of the waiver stuff at the beginning of the season, and then just never really getting full, like going into this offseason, is it a little bit easier knowing that you don't have to worry about all the BS off the field almost?
Yeah, I feel like there's not, like you said, not as much exterior things to worry about and stuff, COVID, all that stuff.
Sure.
And so yeah, it's been very smooth for me. This is one of my last season of college football, so it's been great, just having my experience, and just bringing that to the field and bringing that to the classroom. I'll say meeting room, but I'll say classroom.
We keep hearing about this tempo of this offense. You guys are going really, really fast.
Yes,
and I know Chip Kelly, and years ago, his offense had a lot of tempo as well. And I'm not so sure if whenever you were there, if the tempo was the same as it was maybe 10 years ago. Just curious, this offense here compared to at UCLA, what's the tempo like? Is it much different, or can you compare and contrast a little
Yeah, it's
bit?
very much the same as far as just the urgency. That I would say that just the urgency on getting the ball down, getting down, and getting the play started. Even if the defense, isn't set, or even if I'm kind of going slow, just always have that urgency mindset. And I feel like that's been something I've seen both here and at UCLA. Just never running to the ball and just effort. Always had effort, but just more of urgency to the tempo.
Have you been able to help your teammates kind of get more acclimated with it then, since you've kind of been in a system similar to that before?
Yes, sir. I hope so. I feel like I am, but just kind of just being conscious of just where the ball is. Where it's something that Coach Levy talked about to a lot of skills players, where the handing it to the ref, just knowing situations that we in, and just always being conscious of where we are in the field.
Does that change, you think, pre-snap for you as far as simplify things coming up to the line of scrimmage since you're trying to get up there so quickly and snapping the ball?
Yeah, it calls us for just to be more knowledgeable of our plays and stuff. Like it's just we always should be kind of students of the game and know everything that we have anticipated coming to the field. But this year it's more of you really need to have a base knowledge of what you're doing because we're going so fast.
What's that communication like? Like last year, plenty of time for you guys to go up and down the line, get all your calls out.
Yeah.
How different is that with the tempo?
I would say it's the same as far as we're always going to be able to communicate. Center's always going to echo the calls and stuff like that. But like I said, it's just more of urgency. So sometimes we won't be able to say everything, and that's why all five need to know what they're doing.
Chris, your weight, talk about yourself physically since you've been here, because you lost some weight to rebuild it. So where are you at right now, and how good do you feel physically?
I honestly feel the best physical in shape I've felt in college football.
Wow.
Coach Schmidt and that staff are like they said, the best in the business. And I bought into what they've been teaching us. Coach Schmidt is my personal strength coach rack, and so he's always pushing everybody who's in his rack. And so I feel like I've made some good strides this spring, and I'm excited to come back in summer and make even more.
What are you playing at right now?
I'm playing at about 307 right now.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, 307 with a lot less fat. Yes, sir.
Anton was saying that Dylan knows the offense so well that sometimes he'll call out blocks for you guys up front. And in your experience, you've played for a lot of quarterbacks. Is it common to see quarterback know the offense that well, to where he's pointing out stuff for the guys up front where to go?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would say Dylan's a rare guy. I just he's very calm and just he's a very kind of just team player. It's easy to kind of surround him. Want to play for him. So it's been great having him in our huddle as well too. Another experienced guy, and you could just feel the calmness that he came in here with, and it's translating to the field.
Chris, when the coaching transition came, how grateful were you that Coach Beanbowl stayed on staff and you get to keep your offensive line coach? And I'm just curious, you probably still have a lot of friends at UCLA now. Was there any curiosity about Lincoln from those friends because they're sharing the same city now?
Yeah, I'm like you said, I was so happy and blessed that Coach Beanbowl got to stay. That's my guy. That has all my trust, and I'm not really, as far as the UCLA guys, not too many questions. I mean, they're excited to get that. I know they're excited to get that rivalry going back up, but that's really about it.
Chris, was there a point that you thought about leaving for the NFL draft, and have you been talking with Marquise and Tyrese as they get ready for this month ahead?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Tyrese and Mo are some of my best friends, and so yeah, I've been talking to them as far as seeing how their path has been to there, and just seeing what they have been doing. Kind of getting some insight, and I'm just excited for them. It's coming up this month, so I know they're gonna be fit right in wherever they need to go. And of course I had some thoughts of leaving last year, but at the end of the day, I just had to sit down with Coach Beatonbow and just talk about what was best for me and what was best for the team, and that was me coming back another year. And yeah, I'll just leave that at that. I trust him and trust his coaching staff and his university. So if me coming back was what he thought was best and what I thought was best, and I was gonna do that.
Anything else for Chris?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.